My name is Aaron Armour, working with Armour's Memorial Funeral Home and Jefferson State Funeral Service Education Program. I'm shooting my video for my internship class, and I am interviewing Mr. Daryl Ciro. And I just have a few questions for you.
Sure.
Okay. So first of all, when did you get started in the funeral industry?
Started in 1999, officially.
Officially?
Yeah.
Okay. And how is your training and apprenticeship different from how it is today?
Well, I see it as different simply because just dealing previously with my daughters, the requirements are a little different, the reports are different. They, to more extent, what was required from the apprentice, like the arrangements, the services, a little more specific than it was back when we actually did apprenticeship. Okay.
And how have OSHA laws changed since you started?
Well, yeah, OSHA laws, of course, I learned a lot along the way with OSHA as far as some seminars, but I see that change more in the funeral industry as far as protection for the employees, things that are required to keep on file, basically to protect the employees and to protect the consumer. Just basically putting things in place, chemicals, proper things in closets, and being more specific about safety, period. I've seen that change tremendously in the funeral industry. Okay.
What's one experience you won't forget working in the funeral industry?
One experience is going to be a funeral service that we rendered a service for a family of 6, and it was actually right after I actually was licensed in '99. A family of 6 was murdered, and we handled the service for them. They were originally from this area, and they relocated to Atlanta. It was a nationwide service that we dealt with a lot of media, dealt with a lot of high-profile athletes and actors and everybody that was involved with these kids and their parents that was murdered in Atlanta. You might recall it, you might read about it later, but that was an experience I never forget. We were traveling to Atlanta to and for daily prior to that, and it was just a lot involved with it, a lot of tension, a lot of pressure just to get that service rendered for that family. So that's the experience that I always think of. We got a picture on the wall with a lot of pictures and a lot of shots, but that's the experience that I've actually learned a lot from.
Yeah,
okay.
I can imagine so.
Yeah.
How do you feel about distance learning being offered in funeral service education?
Well, was asked that, but I feel it's a positive, it's a good thing as far as people that might have another career, and I kind of was asked this before, that still have an interest in funeral business simply because of family, and like I myself growing up in the industry. Give them an opportunity to learn while still carrying on another career. So I think distance learning is a great opportunity to those that have, the want to, the will to also serve, and they give them a chance also with distance learning.
I agree. How has technology changed in the funeral industry since you started?
Well, since I started, one thing I remember just a lot of files, a lot of pen, but of course technology, a lot of software, computer systems, it wasn't used as much even in the time when I started, but now it is, and it's make things a lot easier as far as filing death certificates with GARA systems electronically to the states. That's why it has changed a lot. It changed tremendously. Mailing death certificates for one thing, picking up death certificates from doctor office. So I see that technology made a big difference for one particular thing in the industry.
What would you wish the funeral directors in this industry would do more of?
Funeral directors, I would say in association, we have association, but become more one. But so I know in some sense we're competitors, but we are a family. I think we should be. I think we should work together more as far as in the industry and in not only us as far as our communities, as far as doing in our communities, be more of a face, be more of a voice for our people in our community, and on the other side, us being in the industry together to, to work together to support each other more.
I agree.
And of course, I know it won't always be that way where everybody can, but yeah, somehow we could.
Yeah, hoping we get that one.
Yeah.
What would you change about the funeral industry if you could change anything?
Well, of course, it was asked that, and I put thought into it afterwards, but the laws, our state executive director, I think what they have in place, I can't think of anything that I would want to change personally just right off, and I thought about it afterwards, because I think that what's in place, it protects us, it helps us. If we do what we're supposed to do, how we're supposed to do it, I think things are in place, I think, to protect the consumer, and it protects us. So nothing that I could think of that I would want to change at this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And my last question is, what's your favorite part about being in the funeral industry?
Serving my community, families. When a family goes home at the end of a service, at the end of visitation, they're satisfied, and it's giving them a little relief. That's what I like to see, that I'm serving and serving someone properly, not only them, my community, my surrounding areas, the service. That's the part.
Oh. Well, I appreciate you for your time, Mr. Ciro.
You're welcome, sir. All right.